So guys, let's look at the price of Bitcoin. I have some positive news for those who are going long, at least in my opinion, there are positive news. So let's see. If you remember, I was concerned to the fact that we were trading in this area for a while, then we were about to move in the second zone below $8,200, probably with the breakdown below $8,000 in order to collect some liquidity for those stop orders over here, and then after that we may go up. But in reality we are still having lower lows, and the buyers are really weak right now, so it's hard to tell that we actually have any reversal points at this area. But there are some positive things. First of all, if we look at the Fibonacci retracement for the rise from this lowest point to the corrective point at $8,500, then you would see that in principle we were playing with this $8,200 level and $8,000 level aligned with the Fibonacci retracement levels, and right now we didn't go to the next one, 78.6, but we were very close to that actually. As usual, we didn't go exactly to the level, but just stayed a little bit above that or went a little bit below that, and this is the first case. In fact, I think that if we will go lower, then we most likely will go to 100%, so we will test this level once again, because again, a lot of the stop orders here will push the price lower. But if we will test this level, I think that it will not hold, that the buyers are really weak, and basically it will be the third test of the same zone. This was very close, so we'll go lower, and here we'll have enormous amount of the stop orders of the long positions. Then they will push the triggering those positions will push the price much lower. So, and then $7,500, $7,000 just easily could be reached. But again, also in this area there's a lot of the long positions, so I would think that if you would consider the fact that the price is actually manipulated and somehow the market moves in the way to collect more liquidity, then here, in addition to the stop orders of the long positions, there is a lot of the limit orders for buying, because many people are expecting this like 1, 2, 3 wave, ABC wave for the corrective move, and the third area should be somewhere around here. So I don't think that the market will go and that low and offer such a discount for those people who want to buy. So probably we will not even test this level anymore. Well, again, there is still high possibility for this to happen because the market is very weak, but there is such a consideration which I just told you. This is the first thing. Second thing, if we look at the daily time frame and at the indicators such as RSI, stochastic RSI or stochastic, and MACD, so you would see that in principle, if we will close the current candle, current daily candle at the same area, and the next candle will go a little bit higher, that would mean that we will have the divergence, bullish divergence on RSI. You see it's going higher for the lows, but the lows on the price are going lower. We'll see bullish divergence on stochastic RSI, or stochastic looks pretty similar, and MACD as well. If the green candle will be here, then will be probably the bullish crossover, which is also a bullish signal. So this is another kind of macro indication for the fact that we will probably go higher from that point as soon as we will maintain to hold the level of like $7,900 for at some point, and then we'll a little bit go up, and then yeah, that would be the end of the game. So this is the local scenario which I consider right now. Of course, tight stops, and this is my personal opinion, guys, as you know. But long term, I just want to point out another thing. If we will look at the, let's say, 4 hours time frame, it will be probably more representative. So you would see that we are drawing a very similar pattern to the one which we had from $6,000 drop to $3,000 drop, and consecutive consolidation which we had after that. So this was here. Of course, the scale is very different. I just squeezed it in both directions, but then you can see that here, let's say we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lower lows. Well, actually, those are pretty much on the same drop, so I would say like 1, 2, maybe 3 lows, and here we have 1, 2, 3 lows, and all the corrections for those lows are very similar, and here as well you see the similar correction for this one. And then eventually we had the slow and painful decline in the price, and we didn't go below the previous low. So the same is happening right now. We are going lower and lower and lower, but not dramatically lower than the previous low. And technically we may see something like this, continuation of going lower, 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 and doing like this, then a little bit of the cancellation in this area, and then go up again, and then eventually something like this. It's very, very likely to happen. Although, of course, I pointed this scenario before when we were at $10,000 around before the moving down. I said that this may happen, but this is very, very obvious, so I wouldn't really bet that it will happen. But you see right now the situation evolving just exactly in the same pattern. So who knows, maybe indeed it will play out. At least I will pay attention to this one, and maybe it's a nice entry somewhere around here, into having a long position, especially considering all those divergences and everything which I pointed out before in this video. Okay guys, let's see how it will play out. So far that is it for today. Thank you for watching.